Meditation starting in around 4 minutes time. Hope you've had a good day. Good evening, Sue. Had a good day. Back on board. Had a bit of a break, yeah. It's Monday night. I think we would have been at the Kenrick Centre now. Getting your plants in order. The old SFC in action. Have you been missing it? Arranging those beautiful sook flowers. Could have even got some flowers out of the garden this time of year. Evening up. Hey, got it in there though, didn't you? Missed the live session, but managed to stay up to speed. Good for you. Keeping track of it all. The old meditation with Adam 70.5. All sorts of secrets were passed on in these 0.5 meditations. You've been starting them all again, wow. Good for you. Good for you. Our day is now sandwiched between meditations. Similar to the old Dalai Lama, you know, the Dalai Lama, one of the most famous meditators on the planet. His daily routine, he starts the day with a guided meditation, not a guided, with a meditation, you know, sadhana, the practice. Does whatever he needs to do through the day and finishes his day with a meditation. Such a good way, you know, we start the day with that motivation and that mind space. I said to the group this morning, if you start the day, week, month with a meditation, it's like you take back control of your life. Your life is in your hands. Your experience of the day depends upon your emotions and thoughts, and you're in control of them. There's one, and you can set your intention. Even something as straightforward as today I'm going to have a positive day. Today I'm going to keep a positive mind. Today, you know, I'm going to be kind to myself and be kind to others. Today, we set that intention. We go through the day and we encourage that intention. And then at the end of the day, we review it. We review the day. We encourage ourselves to carry on. If we've slipped up, we recognize that and encourage ourselves to keep going. We need, in a sense, to befriend ourselves, especially on the path of meditation. As I often say, there's no one out there encouraging us. Really, yeah, it's not that many people encouraging us to meditate. So they're few and far between. Then we have to start encouraging ourselves. Positive thinking about our meditation practice. Even if, for example, you come along to a session and it feels like nothing's happening or it's difficult, It seems like some blockages. Still encourage yourself. Well, at least I made it and had a go, and I'll keep going like a gardener. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Meditate with Adam, session 71. It is June the 1st, and it is now 1932. We have arrived at day 71. We are taking an inner journey. Our external journeys, our external business is being curtailed, it's being limited where we can go, what we can do externally. So rather than feeling this is in some way holding us back or is frustrating in some way, we can turn this situation around and take the opportunity to become an inner explorer, an explorer of the mind, a traveler, an inner traveler, where we are exploring the world of our mind. And what we find along the way is peace, calm, insight, expansion, objectivity, compassion. This is what we come back with. If you go away on a trip, what do we come back with? We just sit here, but we are, in a sense, traveling. When you see someone meditating, it may appear as though they're not doing anything, but we are. It's an activity. It's not passive. It doesn't work if it's passive. We are setting our intention of compassion. This helps to make our meditation meaningful. It gives great meaning, because not only we are practicing for ourselves, we are practicing for the benefit of others. We're practicing for our family, our community, our world. So our heart, in compassion we say my heart goes out. So our heart goes out to the world. We open our heart in meditation. This is the mindful heart. Comes up the 8th week of the beginner's course. You can read about it in chapter 8 of the Guide to the Mindful Way of Life. When we first sort out our own mind, and then we turn our attention to others. If we meditate with compassion, saying this morning, it's like the light comes in to our mind. It elevates our meditation. It gives power and strength to our meditation. If we're just meditating for ourselves, there's not much energy there, there's not much, but it's okay, but with compassion, it will transform our meditation, especially if we start the meditation with that intention. And we engage in this 9-round breathing to clear the subtle blockages in our body and subtle body. When we're doing that 9-round breathing, we've been doing it quite a while now, haven't we? As we're breathing, we take a long breath. But we do it gently. So we breathe in, but it's not too much effort. We just breathe in and we keep breathing in until we can breathe in no longer. We hold it. We try to hold for a certain amount of time until it's uncomfortable. And then we breathe out. When we breathe out and exhale, we do it in 3 exhalate. It's like 1 inhalation, but we release it in 3 exhalations. And the 3rd one, we release all of it. And then we breathe back in. Hold that. Back out. And then the final one where we breathe in both. Hold that. And even you get some insight as you're holding the breath a little bit of things starting to slow down. Our breath deepening, the world around us slows down. And as you go through this cycle, so we do the first cycle, it's a little bit just getting into it. The second one, starting to find the flow. And then the third one, yeah, and then the final breath. So we do the 6, 3 exhalations and 3 and then the final one where we breathe in. You know, that point I don't guide it. I say hold it for as long as you can. So you breathe deeply in, and you just hold that breath, and you may surprise yourself how long you can. And then when you're ready, breathe out. Then we return back to normal. And then we are almost halfway to getting into this space. It's like a kind of, how to say, it's just a smoother way into this space because we've cleared some obstacles. Fantastic practice. Then we draw our attention in. We're trying to come down into the heart center, the heart chakra. This is where it's all taking place. We're not going to get inner peace up here. You can intellectually understand it. We're going to get peace down here. Same with compassion. Compassion's not here, it's down here. We draw our attention here. And then we go into that spacious world. Our mind. It's not like, there's nothing wrong with our mind. It's the thoughts that obscure it. And we access the incredible nature of our mind, which is just there all the time, waiting to be enjoyed. But most of the time we're trying to impose things upon it. And looking outside of our mind for happiness, for solutions to our problems, getting entangled in all sorts of complications out there. If we look inside and keep looking mindfully, non-judgmental, and just keep looking at the thoughts. Here's another one. And just keep looking at it. Keep looking at even the distractions, look at them. And as you look at them, they start to just dissipate. And then what are you left with? The clear, formless mind, vast like the sky. I remember I was teaching this practice at a live class in good old Solihull many moons ago, and this was quite a new meditator came up to me at the end and said, I did that practice and I had this incredible sense of space and peace and calm. And I was experiencing it, and then I started worrying that I might not be able to come back. That she might get stuck there in this peace, in this bliss, and never return to the stress and anxiety of everyday life. It's quite an interesting insight. We're doing these meditations, but in the sense we have to ask ourselves, do I actually want to be deeply peaceful and have this vast space? What would become of me in the sense of the person that we're holding on to, who may be a bit stressed and worried and has got this problem and that problem and this anxiety and the whole personality based around that, the neuroses. There's no real place for that in the vast, deep, peaceful space of our mind. So that's part of the block. It's not so much the actual practices or our inability to engage in them. It is even perhaps the fear of that space and peace. But I encourage you to be courageous, and go forth into that peaceful world. And when you come out of it, you're so much better off. You're not going to disappear. You just come out of it and you'll be more peaceful and calm. It's an organic way to bring about calm and peace into our life. Let's give it a go. We begin by taking 5 Deep breaths. Inhalation. And holding that. And breathing out. Deep inhalation. And breathing out. Deep inhalation. And breathing. Deep inhalation. And breathing. Final one. Deep inhalation, and hold this for as long as you feel comfortable. Filling the lungs. Feeling the world slowing down. We set our compassionate intention. And training in meditation to allow peace, calm, and fearlessness to grow within my mind. I'm going to share my experience with all those around me. May there be healing and peace in the world. And we engage in the 9-round breathing. Left hand with thumb inside, underneath the right chest. Right finger out, thumbs inside. Deep inhalation. Hold it. Breathe out 3 times. Deep inhalation. Switch. Press. Breathe out 3 times. Hands in the lap. Deep inhalation. Hold it. And breathe out 3 times. Go again. Gentle, deep inhalation. Switch. Press. 3 exhalations. Deep inhalation. Switch. 3 exhalations. Gentle, deep inhalation through both nostrils. Hold it. And breathe out 3 times. Final round of breathing. Deep inhalation. Switch. 3 exhalations. Deep inhalation. Switch. 3 exhalations. So the final round now, in your own time. Breathe in gently but deeply and long, and then hold that as long as you wish. Feel your life and world slowing down. And when you're ready, breathe that out in 3 long exhalations. And we turn our attention to our mind in the heart center. gaining some insight into the vast space of the mind. My body, like a mountain. My speech and breath, like the wind. And my mind, like the sky. Vast, limitless, boundless. Our thoughts, clouds, we see them. We see through them. And we rest in the nature of the mind. Like an inner explorer, turning our attention inwards. When you look up at a vast blue sky, there's a sense of expansion, freedom. Now we look inwards at the vast mind, and a similar vastness there inside of us, beyond the stress and worry. Deep space, peace. And as our session draws to a close, we dedicate the good energy from our practice so we can progress with our training. And all the people in our life and community and world can find peace in their hearts and healing in their lives. Okay, thank you very much. When you're ready, please bring your session to a close. When we're out of meditation, we can use our breath to remind us of our experience. So we breathe in, and we breathe into that space, and before we breathe out, we can go into that space. Breathe in, going into that space of the mind. Breathe out, we're going out to that space of the mind. Breathe in. So just as you're going around, tonight, as you're getting ready for bed, having a drink, just use the breath to keep you connected with this experience of meditation. Tomorrow, I'll be here. Meditate with Adam, 72. 8 a.m. Gotta lie in tomorrow morning. 8 a.m. if you fancy it. Hope you can make it. Have a great evening. Still beautiful out there in the sky. And maybe see you tomorrow.